Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for anyone with Gemini placements in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron. Gemini, this is going to be a love reading between you and your person. If one side resonates more than the other, feel free to flip them. I'm going to do you on the left and your person on the right. Gemini, we're going to go through what's on the table. We're going to cover the runes. These are Viking runes. And then we're going to jump into the tarot. So what I got for you right away, in the beginning of the reading, I did a meditation and I felt all this positive, vibrant energy and this white, bright light. I did ask for your guides to come into the reading, for your ancestors to come into the reading, and for those of your person as well, so that I could get clearer messages. What I did receive to begin with is that for the bottom of the deck, you have the Dragon Slayer card, and you had Rock Bottom, and you had Protecting Treasure. So I get that you've gone through a very difficult, dark period when it comes to love and relationships, or perhaps even with regards to life in general, Gemini. So I get that you're someone who, if this reading is going to resonate for you, you're likely somebody who's gone through great challenges and difficulties in your life. And I mean deep difficulties, like transformative changes that make you feel today like you are a completely different person than you were 10 years ago, let's say. So whatever those events are that have led to where you are right now, I do get that you almost feel like there's this sense of needing to be saved or needing to be pulled away from something. I'm not saying that you're in a bad place currently, although that could be the case still for some of you, but I am saying that whatever your past was, those experiences that led to the current day, that made you who you are today, I do believe that they've had a great impact in how you were shaped as a person, how you've developed, how you've evolved over the years. With the Metamorphosis card, and this is why I say this is your side, Gemini, I believe that there's been great transformation over time in your spirituality and how you see yourself and how you deal with issues that come up in your life and how you prioritize things. What's important to you is very different today than what was important to you 10 years ago. I do see that at this time, even if you've had a very dark past, you're in a much lighter energy. You're in a much more lighthearted energy, kind of like in a flowing energy with the universe, so that you're attracting at this time, you're attracting abundance, positivity, joyfulness. You're enjoying little things in life, little moments, like when you hear a bird sing outside your window, you can pay attention to that and enjoy that moment, those little moments that add up during the day, because you're in a much more stable place now than you were in your past, in the past years of your life. So let's say the last 10 years. So that's kind of the energy I get for you to begin the reading. For your person, I get that you're connecting to someone that also has some darkness in their past, also has had some emotional wounding in the past, but they've done their work to clean up they've done their work to kind of get over those things, to resolve them. They've done the internal assessments. They've kind of worked through those challenges that they've experienced. And I do think that they're getting their life in order. So they're in a place where they're also getting their life in order. They don't come up as like happy-go-lucky or shiny or brilliantly satisfied as you do. Like you get a lot of positive energy just shining through. Whereas your person shows me that they're more of like they have a bit of a darker exterior, more like a rain cloud feel. Like a rainy day or an overcast day is what I get from your person. So when you translate that to somebody's personality, they may be a little bit less jovial or like outspoken than you. They may be a bit more serious in their demeanor, but they're still overall very fun. They're outgoing. They're, for the most part, they're orderly. They have their little messes, but for the most part, they try to keep up and be orderly. I do get that they can be quite romantic. They don't show that to everyone or all the time. It's kind of like a cat where they like sometimes show you affection, but then other times they might like not quite express their affection or be afraid to say certain things out loud. So that's kind of who you're connecting to. If this reading is resonating, we'll get more details on your person and what's going on between you two, and then the potential outcome. With regards to the runes, I do get that this is a new relationship, very likely a new relationship, or somebody that you're just getting to know. So with the first rune, Ansus, this relates to the god Loki, and the rune speaks to paying attention to signs and synchronicities, and it speaks to receiving messages through signs and synchronicities and symbology. So pay attention to, things that resonate with you, that remind you of this person. Like you may be seeing particular numbers. When you think about this person, one that comes to mind is 444. So you may be seeing repeating numbers when it comes to this person. Like when a thought pops into your head about this person, or perhaps for those of you that are just meeting this person, when you're meeting them, you might see like a specific time on the clock, like 11:11, so pay attention to signs and synchronicities. You may like hear certain songs that remind you of this person. If so, you could pay attention to the lyrics. So there's something in your messages from your guides and spirits that tells you to pay attention to the signs and symbologies when it comes to this person, and to connect to your higher self to receive those messages. You could also meet this person, like for those of you who haven't met them yet, it could be like a very coincidental or particular way in which you meet them, like an accidental meeting or something like this. Like say, I don't know, I keep getting like you trip and they catch you, something like this. It doesn't have to be that specific, but like you almost meet by accident, perhaps, like some unexpected way. It could be someone that you meet in a very unexpected way. Or it could be just an unexpected type of person. Like you may not have expected to, you normally may not go for that type of person, or you have no clue how you guys would have like meshed together because you're very different. Something like this is happening here with this first rune. So the next one that we'll talk about is called Awaz. This is the Awaz rune in reverse, Gemini. It represents movement, it represents progress, And it's also represented by the horse. So there's definitely, with this being in reverse, like there's definitely a sense of perhaps blocked movement, blocked progress. You may be worrying about whether this will move forward or not. Or this person may just have come in to your life during a time where things did not work out initially. So I get a couple different stories here. For some of you, you may have met this person and things paused or got stagnant for a bit. Maybe one of you was just looking to have fun and the other wanted something more serious. I'm not sure here. The other possibility is that you may already know this person. Maybe you've tried to, maybe you tried to consider them as a partner before, and for whatever reason wasn't the right timing. And this might be someone who's coming back in for you, Gemini. There's something about timing, or the timing, allowing the timing to unfold on its own timetable. So take that as it resonates. But definitely this is someone who is new when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to partnering up. They're a new romantic interest. So even if you've known them before, I don't think you've dated before, or perhaps you didn't date for very long, or like things may have stopped at some point and then picked back up recently. Or some of you may be about to meet this person in a very unexpected way. And perhaps in the beginning it'll go very slow, or like feel like it's not really moving towards anything, and then, you know, suddenly kind of flourish into a bit more than what you expected. There's a lot of unexpected energy between you and this person. I do get that the dynamic between you and them tends to be very fun and light-hearted. And with the final rune, I do get that there is strength and a certain wildness to this person that you're connecting to. So they're very much connected with their, this is the Uru's rune, and so it represents strength, manhood or womanhood, and the wild ox. And there's a sense of like positive growth, positive change as well. So this person has done a lot of growth and development. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this person has done a lot of growth and development on themselves. And perhaps in the past, they weren't ready for something serious, or they weren't ready to click with you in the way that you needed them to show up. But I do believe if this is someone you've met in the past who's coming back around, or a person you met in a very weird, accidental way, either way, that pause that happened between you and them, or that stagnation, it was meant to be there to give this person the time to finish their growth process, and to give you the time to finish your healing process for anything that may have been unresolved or blocking your ability to love freely and openly, and kind of to let your rigidness fall away or wash away, Gemini. So I get that this is someone who, if they had like a wild, untamable side, this is someone who is ready now to kind of be a little bit more settled down, be a little bit more serious with a partner. And the changes that happen between you and them to make this dynamic work, Gemini, I do get that they're very natural and that they're flowing. They're being inspired, not required. That's what I get here. Like the changes that are needed for this dynamic to work between you and this person, because you've both had the time to grow and to evolve and to work on your own lessons, on your own inner development, on your own soul evolution here, on resolving like your feelings about the past, about your childhood, all those things. I do get that you're now coming together in a time where it is ripe and perfect for you to come together and be on the same page, be on the same synchronized wavelength, right? To be able to progress forward together. So that was a lot. Let's get into the tarot. Show me Gemini's energy and current situation. Wow. So Gemini, you get the 3 of Earth. And you get the 10 of Earth. So I get that for the Geminis I'm connecting to, you guys are very focused on collaboration, partnership, and on building a stable future, both financially and thinking about like who you want to spend your time with, right? So who do you want to grow old with? Who do you want to spend your time with? Who do you want to share experiences with? Who makes you feel good? So you're very much focused on like long-term partnership, long-term relationship here, Gemini. I see that that is your main goal when it comes to romantic relationships here. And you're kind of open to exploring options when it comes to love, but you're very clear on what you want and the type of relationship that you want. So you'll be very quickly able to discern if this person is right for you. Show me Gemini's person and their current situation. Okay. They get the Chariot and the 9 of Earth. Wow, you guys are definitely on the same page here. So your person has the number 7 and the Chariot. They are resonating with success. They've set some big goals for themselves in life, some big life goals, Gemini, and they're achieving each and every single one. And they do want you to come along for that ride. I see with the 9 of Pentacles that they have everything they need, except like one more thing. And I do believe that one more thing could be you. So there's like one extra pentacle here. And I feel like this person is focused in your direction, Gemini. They're also focused very much on their life goals though. So I do see that they're wanting to know if you would fit into the picture that they see for their future. So they have certain lifestyle requirements, certain goals, the way they want to live that are unique and that, you know, may require you, Gemini, to kind of be a little flexible or be willing to perhaps move or shift how you do certain things around to accommodate this person. Because I do get that they have a very particular way of life, like a very particular lifestyle. They also may be someone with the 2 of Fire at the bottom. I do think they may be someone who lives at a distance from you or who you might have to travel to be with physically. That's not for all of you, but for some of you that might be the case. This person could be a Libra, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, based on the signs I'm seeing here. And I do get also Pisces and Cancer. So those are all the signs that came through. Doesn't have to be, but they could have, that could be their sun sign, or it could be an important placement like their rising or moon sign. So let's pull some additional love oracle cards to get a bit more detailed here, Gemini. Show me Gemini, and then show me Gemini's person. Let's start with you, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? How does Gemini feel about this person? I've been working on myself and not the same as I was before. So yeah, we got a little bit of that in the beginning. I did get that you guys were working on your own personal growth. And I did get the sense that for some of you, you've met this person before. And perhaps they're coming in after a time of pause between the two of you, after a time of distance. You get, I'm holding on to the memories of us. Okay, so yeah, that's confirmation of what I just said. For some of you, this is someone who you tried to date in the past, or who you, you may have been together with this person in the past, or I do get that it was brief though. If you guys connected in the past, like I don't think it went very far. One more, please. I wish you were here with me. So there could be distance between you and this person, like physical distance. I did get that a bit earlier. So I do get the sense that for some of you, you're in physical distance from this person. They may live a bit far from you. You may have to travel to see them. Or some of you may just be very attached to this person. Like if there's not a long distance thing going on here, then there might just be like an emotional distance where like, you know, when this person is not with you physically, you miss them a lot, like intensely when they're not physically with you. What's going on for Gemini's person? Okay, you take my demons. So yeah, I did get in the beginning that this person has some darkness to them as well, some skeletons in the closet per se that they had to work through, and you bring them peace, Gemini. You make them feel at peace, like that feeling that I got in the meditation at the beginning with like the warm, bright light. You give a sense of like peace and just satisfaction to this person that they haven't felt probably since they were a child, or maybe not ever. Like they haven't felt this way possibly for a very long time, or they have, you know, they just feel very special when they're with you inside, like their peace is highly impacted and affected by your energy. Wow. You get, we're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for you, for a shot with you. So again, you're getting it on both sides here. You and this person may have met in the past. If it was in this lifetime, I think it was very brief, and they may be coming back in after a pause. And for others of you, this could be that there's some type of past life connection here, because I don't get the sense that you've known this person for very long. Like I think it's a very brand new relationship with this person. Like if not the first time that you're meeting, definitely like there was some kind of disconnect when you first entered each other's lives. And this would be like the first time that you're truly trying to kick things off romantically and give it a real shot. So there could have been some time in between, and this person is willing to stick around this time, is willing to go the distance, is what I get. Okay, you also got I really do care, even though I don't show it. So they may have a bit of trouble expressing in words the way that they feel towards you, Gemini, or they may be scared to say it until they know for sure if it's safe for them to be vulnerable. So this could be someone who tries to show you that they're interested, that they care, but doesn't want to come out and say that unless they're encouraged to do so. Like they almost look to you for signs before they take or make their next move. This doesn't mean they don't care. It just means they're afraid to show they care until they see like the green light from you, Gemini. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we get, I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. So definitely there could have been some time between when you first met this person and now during which they had to do a little bit more growing before they came together with you, Gemini. We're going to pull one more deck to confirm any of the messages that have come out, to see how this person feels about you and to see what's going on with them. And then we'll close out your reading, Gemini. Please do give the video a like if you have a moment. That really helps me out. I would greatly appreciate it. Spirit, show us what's going on with Gemini's person. How do they feel about Gemini? Anything Gemini needs to know about the person they're connecting with? Okay, we get travel. So some of you may be traveling to see this person, or you may be at a distance from them. Conquest. This person may have a dark past. They may be somebody who used to have trouble with commitment, who used to be more of a bit of a player, a bit of a heartbreaker. This is someone who, like I said, they have skeletons in their closet. They have a dark past, but they've changed and they're basically a whole new person. Like, we had a lot of transformation happening here, a lot of growth, personal development. Ex-lover. So for some of you, this is someone who you either had some type of past life connection, or who is literally someone you've met before and they're coming back in after a pause. Like, if this is someone you dated before, I did get that it would have been something brief, like not a very long-term meaningful relationship, because it almost feels like this is brand new love. And then for some of you, this might be new love in the current physical realm. This might be a brand new person for you that you've met in your past, like in a past life connection of some kind. So again, this person may feel very familiar to you. Others of you may have met them briefly, had a pause because it wasn't the right time, like right person, wrong time, and then now they're coming back in. So we do get, with the ex-lover card, could have been a failed relationship that's coming back around after this person's had some time to grow and after you've had some time to heal and resolve some of your blockages when it comes to romance, Gemini. What else for this person does Gemini need to know? Okay, we got fears. They got this earlier, Gemini. So you're dealing with somebody who, like with the ox energy we talked about earlier, this is someone who is just very animalistic, very down to earth. This is someone who is unafraid, likes to be courageous, has a pretty ambitious path set for themselves when it comes to their life goals, their career, the way they want to live their life. They may want to do things like in a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like in a more natural fashion, in a more like old-fashioned way. They don't necessarily want the easy way out when it comes to getting things done. They like to get their hands dirty. They get lost. So this is someone who may have some abandonment issues, some pain from their childhood, which could have led them to be that like unattached player type of person in the past. So that's something to be mindful of, not because they're that way now, Gemini, but because it can affect them very deeply if you do certain things that make them feel like you would walk away, like you're not valuing them, like they're not secure in the connection. So just keep in mind that because they've done the work, they're in a much better place, but that you should still be mindful not to trigger those feelings of like possibly feeling like you're going to abandon or walk away from the connection at the smallest little thing, right? So this person is going to be someone who requires a lot of confirmation that you are interested. before they will be able to open up and express how they feel to you. One more, please. Okay. We got dark side, and then I only asked for one more, but we also got crumbling. So again, this is someone who's been through a dark past. This is someone who's had tower moments just like you. And I do believe that in connecting with you, they're going to be able to overcome those feelings of like whatever was left from their dark past that they couldn't shake. You're bringing in that warm white light, that peace that they were missing, that they've never felt before. It's almost like you're connecting with someone who hasn't had a lot of peace in their life, and you're coming in as like a whole new way of experiencing life and love. So yeah, I do see this person rebuilding after a tower moment, rebuilding and wanting to see if you would fit into that new picture, into that new way of life that they're creating for themselves. Yep, at the bottom we have ruins. Things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love you deserve. So they're definitely at a pinnacle point in their life, Gemini, where they're ready to, they're finally ready, I heard, finally ready to commit. They're finally ready to build with someone. They're finally ready to receive that warmth and love from someone that they were afraid to receive before, when they were keeping things surface level because they were too afraid to be vulnerable or to be let down. All right, I'm going to pull the angel guidance. Gives you a sense of where this relationship is going. So for your final outcome, we're going to see what Spirit has to say. What is the guidance here? So you get heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Like I mentioned, it will be very important for you to take the lead on making this person feel accepted, feel adequate, feel enough, feel like you are not going to walk away at the very first signs of trouble or instability. Like they do want someone who has staying power and who will accept them for the way they are. We'll do two more. Okay, we have free yourself. So it's time to take back control of your life. I'm going to put that one here. I do think that this person has broken free of these bad habits, this need to like constantly be on their own or like keep things surface level to prevent getting hurt. So I see that this person is taking back control of their life after a tower moment. So they get free yourself. So they are doing that. And all of their cards are pointing towards you. So I do think that they're trying to see if you fit into this new life that they're creating for themselves. And then you get honeymoon as your final outcome card. Honeymoon, so enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This person may be trying to come see you. Like I said, for some of you, this is a long distance situation. Or you may meet this person on a trip for some of you who haven't met them just yet, who are going to meet them like in a very unusual manner or place. There is some form of travel here between you and this person, or for you to see this person. You got travel earlier as well. And at the bottom, you have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So with this original room, there is some form of like unexpected or like there's some form of like surprise dynamic between you and this person. Could have to do with the way that you meet or with the type of person they are. That is like, usually you wouldn't think that you two would mesh together, but you somehow make it work. So that is all the guidance I have for you, Gemini. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a like, because that really helps out the channel. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.